Hey everybody, my name is Ronnie Hall and I'm with 1322 Investments and we buy Columbus houses. And I want to take a second today to talk to you about figuring out what your property is worth. There's one term that's used in the real estate industry interchangeably, and that's called comps or comparables. And what that concept is, taking other properties very close that have sold very recently to figure out what the property is worth. So one thing to understand and include in your comps is the location and distance. You want to find houses that have sold within the 6 to 8 month range, very close to your property, the same street or one street over. You don't want to get into properties that are 3 to 5 miles away, in a separate school district or on the other side of a highway or something like that. The closer, the better. Another thing is year built. You want properties that were built around the same time, the same materials, the same style, the same size, square footage, and you want to try to find between 5 and 8 at least. Not every time you're going to be able to find that many, but the idea is at least 5 to 8 if you can find. From there, you want to figure out the average price per square foot. In order to do that, you would take each individual comp and figure out what it sold for, divided by the square footage. That's going to give you the price per square foot. Take all your comp price per square foot and divide those up, and that'll give you the average price per square foot for your home. And you multiply the price per square foot by the square footage to get you the price, that most professionals would say it's worth, depending on the condition. One idea you can use is to go on Zillow or Redfin, and if properties have sold, more than likely photos of the marketing will still be on Zillow, so you can get an inside out look at what the counters were, or what the floor looked like, or what the flooring looked like with the carpet being cleaned or not being cleaned, bathrooms being remodeled, appliances, new roof, you name it. As much information as you can get to determine how similar or dissimilar your property is to the one that sold recently. One thing to keep in mind is, even if you're able to find a buyer, whether it be a for sale by owner or using a real estate agent that's willing to give you a high dollar amount for your property, the bank is still going to send out an appraiser to do a third party appraisal. And so if that appraiser tells the bank your property is not worth that, the bank will not loan that amount. So a trick you can use is to call your own appraiser to do what's called a drive-by appraisal. And what he'll do is he'll just drive by, look at the outside, and it's much cheaper, probably around $250 in the Columbus area. And from there, you'll have your own set of comps. You can kind of get an idea of some factors to look at, and what a professional is going to consider important and non-important when considering property price. And one major thing that a lot of people get hung up on are their emotions. I know it's hard when you lived at a property for a long time and you have a lot of memories, you put a lot of work into the property, and you come up with your estimates on what things are worth. But keep in mind, if you spend a lot of money on a flower garden, the next person may not like flowers, or they may even be allergic to those flowers. If you poured a concrete patio with a $1,100 basketball goal for your teenage son, the next owner may not have a teenage son. So it's important just to try to put your emotions aside and not get hung up and stick to your guns on things that are never going to pan out for you. If you have any questions about comps, comparables, market analysis, things to consider, when factoring in your price for your home, you need help figuring out the price per square foot, you want some more information about recent sales, feel free to give us a call or visit us online. We're at 1322columbus.com, or you can call us at 706-593-7184. We'll be glad to help you. And a good thing about 1322 is we actually buy the properties. So figuring out all these things we can help you with. You don't have to worry about listing your property for 6 months with an agent, or paying commissions or closing fees. You can leave your property as is. You don't have to worry about the expenses of rehabilitating the property, getting it up to date, remodels, new appliances, paint, anything like that, we'll be glad to buy your property as is. So reach out to us, visit us online, fill out the form on our website. We usually, get back to you within the hour. We can give you, a price for your house, an offer on your house within 24 hours. So check us out. Thanks a lot.